The stench of hypocrisy, arrogance, and corruption is hanging thick over Downing Street, and it's not going away anytime soon. Stick around because we're diving deep into one of the most explosive political sagas in British history. Labour leader Keir Starmer has found himself at the centre of a controversy so severe that it's not only threatening his career but shaking the very foundations of the Labour Party itself. From shocking allegations of financial misconduct to the possibility of resignation, this is a story that no one can afford to ignore. Before we continue, I have a quick favour to ask. If you're enjoying this content, could you take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel? Believe it or not, over 98% of you watch these videos without hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it makes a massive difference for us, helping us bring you more of the content you love. To change Britain, we must change ourselves. We need to clean up politics. No more VIP fast lanes. No more kickbacks for colleagues. No more revolving doors between government and the companies they regulate. I will restore standards in public life with a total crackdown on cronyism. Those were Starmer's own words. Yet today, that very statement has come back to haunt him in a way no one saw coming. Today, one of the biggest bombshells in British politics dropped. It has emerged that the Labour Party's largest donation came from a Cayman Islands registered hedge fund with shares in fossil fuels, arms manufacturers, and private healthcare. The same Labour Party that has always championed itself as the defender of the working class, the enemy of corporate greed, and the advocate for social justice, has taken £4 million from a hedge fund that invests in everything they claim to oppose. And, to make matters worse, that money came from a tax haven. The political climate in the UK has never been a stranger to scandal, but the storm surrounding Keir Starmer right now is unlike anything we have seen in recent years. The leader of the Labour Party, once hailed as a beacon of hope for progressive politics, is now fighting for his political survival. A live television broadcast unearthed allegations so serious that they have sent shockwaves through Westminster. The claims of undisclosed financial dealings and questionable alliances are more than just a political headache. They are a full-blown crisis that could define the future of the Labour Party and reshape the entire political landscape of the UK. How did we get here? And more importantly, what happens next? Let's break it all down. Now, just imagine the sheer outrage from Labour if the Tories had done exactly the same thing. In fact, look at this tweet from Labour criticising Boris Johnson for helping out his rich mates. Well, here we are. Keir Starmer has accepted £17,000 in freebies from the likes of Lord Wahid Ali. It all began during what was supposed to be a routine panel discussion on live television. The panel included journalists, political analysts, and a prominent investigative journalist known for exposing high-profile scandals. What started as a discussion on Labour's performance quickly took a dramatic turn when the journalist revealed damning evidence of alleged financial misconduct by Keir Starmer. And here's a number for you. Just 17% of the public think this Labour government is doing a good job. I'll be honest, I'd love to have a glass of whatever that 17% have been drinking. And as for Starmer's personal poll ratings, well, brace yourself, -30. That makes Prince Andrew look like a national hero. The accusations were backed by leaked documents that appeared to show Starmer's involvement in undisclosed financial transactions during his tenure as Director of Public Prosecutions. These transactions allegedly tied him to influential figures whose interests may have conflicted with his public responsibilities. The panel was left stunned. The audience was in shock. And the political world was thrown into chaos. As the broadcast unfolded, social media platforms lit up like wildfire. Within minutes, hashtags like #StarmerGate and #LabourCrisis were trending. Twitter users voiced everything from outrage to disbelief. Some demanded Starmer's immediate resignation, while others called for an independent investigation. Memes, videos, and posts flooded the internet, reflecting the growing mistrust of political leaders. Starmer's initial response came in the form of a hastily arranged press conference. Standing before a sea of reporters, he categorically denied the allegations, calling them baseless and politically motivated. But the damage had already been done. The scandal has laid bare deep divisions within the Labour Party. On one side, Starmer's loyalists urging unity, emphasising the need to weather the storm together. On the other, Critics see this as an opportunity to push for new leadership. Reports have emerged of heated arguments during emergency meetings, with key figures reportedly debating whether to publicly back Starmer or distance themselves to protect their own political futures. Meanwhile, grassroots members are grappling with feelings of betrayal. They had placed their trust in Starmer to lead Labour into a new era, only to see the party embroiled in controversy. For the Conservative Party, this is an opportunity to divert attention from their own internal struggles. Tory MPs have been quick to criticise Starmer, using the scandal to deflect from their ongoing issues. For smaller parties like the Liberal Democrats and the Greens, this could be a chance to gain ground, especially if Labour's credibility continues to suffer. But the real question is, what does this mean for voters? The UK is already grappling with economic uncertainty, social unrest, and a growing divide between citizens and their leaders. This scandal only deepens the public's mistrust of the political system. Starmer's leadership is now under scrutiny like never before. His handling of this crisis will determine whether he can continue to lead Labour. Political analysts have pointed out that his ability to navigate this scandal could either solidify his position or lead to his downfall. Starmer needs to take decisive action. Denials and press conferences aren't enough. He must address the allegations head-on and demonstrate transparency. As the fallout continues, all eyes are on the Labour Party. Will they rally around Starmer, or will this scandal lead to leadership change? And even if he manages to weather the storm, the question remains, will it be enough? This scandal is more than just a political controversy. It's a moment of reckoning for the Labour Party and for UK politics as a whole. What do you think? Can Starmer survive this scandal, or is this the beginning of the end for his leadership? To fully understand the gravity of this situation, we must explore the historical underpinnings of the Labour Party. Founded on principles of equality and justice, Labour has weathered numerous crises. From the financial struggles of the 1980s to the internal divisions under Tony Blair, the party has had to redefine itself repeatedly. But this scandal feels different. It strikes at the heart of the party's identity and raises uncomfortable questions about its modern-day priorities. Labour has always positioned itself as the voice of the working class, but as allegations of corruption and mismanagement swirl around its leadership, many supporters are left wondering if the party has lost its way. This scandal isn't just about politics, it's personal. Many lifelong Labour supporters feel betrayed. One voter from Manchester shared her heartbreak. "I believed Starmer was different. That he cared about people like me. Now I'm not so sure. The road ahead for Labour is uncertain." If Starmer hopes to survive, he must prove his innocence beyond a shadow of a doubt. If he fails, Labour could face a seismic shift in leadership, reshaping the party for years to come. The eyes of the nation and the world are watching. What happens next will define the future of British politics.